Greetings, Scorpio, and thank you for tuning in. Let us see what important messages you may need to know at this time. This reading is intended for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please do check your other signs as well, Scorpio, for important messages, okay? Thank you so much, and let's begin. What does Scorpio need to know, Spirit, and need to be aware of? We ask for insights and guidance. What does Scorpio need to know and need to be aware of? All right, starting with the Four of Cups, the Hangman, and the Emperor. The cards are advising you not to dwell on any sort of disappointment at this time, Scorpio. If something didn't work out according to plan, take a step back, regroup, okay? The Hangman means to review something or prepare yourself better this time around. Down doesn't mean out, okay? It feels like there was some kind of unmet expectation. But with the Hangman, refuse to give up. This is about picking yourself back up, trying harder, doing better with the Emperor. Emperor also speaks about strategizing, planning to ensure further success, okay? The Hangman also indicates looking at things from a different angle and perspective. Instead of dwelling too much on this disappointment, Scorpio, look into the brighter side. What did this situation teach you? Okay, there's a need for you to look at this in a different light. Then we have the Nine of Swords energy. So the Nine of Swords may speak about worry and stress piling up. Try not to overthink the things that are now beyond your control, the outcome of the situation, and try your best to focus on what can be done moving forward. What is a solution for this, okay? There's always a solution. There's always a way out as well. This can also mean not being too hard on yourself. This is saying that you've done what you could. You were doing your best. Whatever the outcome of this was, do not give up, okay? Regroup and then try again. There might have been a feeling of seeing yourself as a disappointment or a failure for some reason. I don't know why the cards are showing that up. Something didn't work out, but you're being too hard on yourself here. Overthinking situation too much. The Emperor says to find balance in your thoughts and be aware of how you are processing your thoughts. Do not let this consume you. Instead, put your foot down and make a loving commitment to yourself, to do things differently, do things better. Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Swords, the Three of Cups, and we have the Six of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Knight of Pentacles. This might also be one of those things where you are afraid what people might say, or you're afraid of the pressure others are giving you. Say, for example, this might be a crude comparison, Scorpio. Say, for example, you're preparing for an examination or a test, and because you spent so much energy and time preparing, and when the results are out, you weren't so happy, completely happy with the result. You could be saying, I could have done better if only I wasn't too pressured or stressed or limited or afraid as well. It's saying that you've always had it within you to succeed with the Six of Wands and make things happen. You can be your own support system, Scorpio, with the Three of Cups. Do not listen to the naysayers with the Eight of Swords. This might also be allowance for mistakes, because at the end of the day, we're all humans. We make mistakes, but even mistakes can be learning opportunity. All right, don't give up. Sometimes failures can be the best teachers. Nine of Pentacles means we have to regain our confidence back, because if we allow this to distort our sense of self and even corrupt that confidence, self-esteem, right? We need to have that strong will to keep moving forward, keep doing better. The Nine of Pentacles means that even if the task ahead seems daunting, just keep focusing and follow through with the plans and commitments that you're making. Think about the payoff, okay? And I feel like this time around, it's like you know how to do things differently. This also indicates following through with the changes that you're making and being patient and realistic about your goals, Scorpio. Sometimes when we rush things to happen, We feel like we are pressuring ourselves as well, causing unnecessary stress. It might just be the opposite outcome than we desire, if that makes sense. If this speaks about love or relationship, because I'm also seeing a different message here, it means that if there were people or offers where we feel didn't just work out, even though we thought that this was the one or this person was the one, perhaps there was something to be gained, a lesson to be learned before you can really meet the right person for you, Scorpio. Do not give up on love, okay? Do not let these swords distort your perception about the desires of your heart. This card means that you're meant to succeed with the Six of Wands. You're meant to have happiness. You're meant to have victory and success. Do not let your thoughts prevent you from taking action. All right, so I'm using here the shadow healing cards. And the first message that came out is discontentment. Something doesn't feel right, but identifying what's missing eludes you. Re-examine the situation from a distance and missing pieces will become obvious. Then we have defeated. Down doesn't mean out, okay? This is exactly what I was saying. It just means taking a breather and rallying the energy to give it another go. Just do it differently next time because the other way didn't work. So the hangman typically comes as a message or a warning. You know that there are some things we need to let go, right? Or change. Doesn't mean that you're going to completely quit on something, Scorpio, or erase and scrap everything and start again. It only means that we have to tweak something and make the necessary adjustment by reviewing our steps. If something doesn't feel right, we have to be able to identify what we can change and re-examine from a distance. But don't let this defeated feeling sink in. It just means that you need to regroup, okay, and do things differently next time. The Emperor here can mean systemizing something, organizing something. And this time around, ensuring success with the Six of Wands, coming more prepared. Having that confidence because one came prepared, okay? Now, if this speaks about love, it can only indicate that if you're single at the moment, this is having faith that the right person will be coming in at the right time. No need to worry and stress too much with the Nine of Swords. This might be a very valuable time being single because there's a lot to be learned about yourself, about what you want and what you don't want out of a relationship. The discontentment card can indicate do not settle down for connections or relationship where you don't feel like it's right for you, Scorpio. Not taking less ideal treatment. All right? It only means that while you're single with the Nine of Pentacles, universe is preparing you for the right person. And this person is going to pursue you with the Six of Wands. Already see a new connection coming in. Though it's a slow-moving energy with the Nine of Pentacles, but slow and steady wins the race, okay? All right, so it's a very clear message, Scorpio. Down doesn't mean out. You are going to give this another go. Give love another go. Give that examination another go for some of you. Or if this means finding a job that suits you or career that suits you. Doing things differently this time, okay? Because the other way didn't work. We have growth. Wow, I love this message. You are growing each day via your thoughts, feelings, and actions that you're taking. Growth can be painful as well because we are releasing our comfort zone. We're meant to keep evolving. Our soul needs to learn new lessons as well. Growth also indicates that we need to let something go first, that no longer is serving us so that we can make space for something better to grow. That could also be the case in ourselves. You know, we have to release aspects of ourselves to make space for improvement. This goes with relationship as well. We have to trim something off here. Because it could also be that something is no longer growing. Something is already in stagnant energy. That's also the hangman. Realizing it's not going anywhere. This kind of approach, this kind of relationship, this connection with this person, this work, It's not leading to anywhere. I'm no longer growing. Something is not working out. We have to do something different about this, okay? Wow, and creation. So that is taking action, creating something new. Creation also means that you, by your thoughts, feelings, manifesting the desires of your heart, all right? But putting the same energy and effort to make that happen. Refusing to be stuck, refusing to fall into this thinking of being defeated. Some of you are manifesting a new soulmate connection. Remember that you are a co-creator with the universe here, so you create opportunities by keeping your heart open, setting intentions, okay? Remember that you are a vibrational being, Scorpio. The vibrations that you put out there is the energy that you attract. Try to release the worry, stress, and doubt as well, or pessimism. You could be saying with the Four of Cups, I tried so hard in the past, or I've given a lot of chances to others in the past, but it could be the same thing over and over. Why does this keep happening to me? And sometimes we have to meet certain people because everyone we meet in this lifetime, there's always a spiritual teaching in those situations until we find the right one. I'm getting that you are closer than you think, Scorpio. Some of you may have already met this new soulmate, and you could be in this space of realizing, I'm glad I waited with the Knight of Pentacles. I'm glad I tried again, gave this another go. I'm glad that some of you are saying that this new soulmate is different from the rest. I'm doing something differently this time around. I'm consciously creating with universe, with spirit here to bring the right soulmate in because I've worked on myself with growth card. I've worked on any aspect of my life where I don't feel content. And because I'm in this highest energy and frequency, that's also the kind of partner and person that I'm manifesting. Wow. So it definitely starts with us, okay? The changes that we want to see in our life always starts with us. Wow, that's a beautiful message, Scorpio. Let me just pull some mixed emotions cards here to see what else the universe wants you to know at this time. Any important message for Scorpio at this time? Resistant, okay? Closed off. So do not close yourself off, Scorpio. Stay open to the change, embrace change, okay? Be willing to do something outside the box and do not be afraid to change what's not working out. It's also saying here rebellious energy. Sometimes we have to rebel from the current status quo because if we think that the path we're on no longer seems for us or something no longer is working out, we have to spiritually rebel and forge on a different path. But if we're too closed off and we're too afraid to try, we will never know what's waiting for us on the other side, okay? What success we can manifest. Do not resist the change. We have relieved, okay? So this is a feeling of being relieved after releasing what we've been holding on to, a certain current status quo, or a way of life, or a situation. And universe is reassuring you that what you perceive to be a loss is nothing compared to what's coming. What we perceive to be a loss outweighs, that doesn't outweigh what's coming, okay? Something better is in store, yes. But you first need to free yourself, be unburdened, be liberated from the sadness, from this feeling of being defeated, being down. Enjoy this independence as well if you're still waiting for your soulmate. Be free from what has been preventing you from the right one, finding the right one, okay? And oftentimes it means we have to be vulnerable to try to release the need to control things and let universe work on our behalf. This is a reassurance that if you do so, something is going to work out 10 times better if we co-create with spirit, okay? So that is what I'm picking up for your reading, Scorpio. Please take only what resonates and leave out what doesn't. I'm sending you love and light, and namaste.